How's it going, everyone? This is the Cajun Gaming Guild, and this is Little Giant coming to you here. And today we are going to start a new playthrough for the 7 Days to Die mod Forsaken Trail. This is my third attempt. I've tried two different times to get this video going. I even had one posted on YouTube for, I don't know, a couple hours, and when I watched it, I was like, whoa, there was some serious lag. It was like very, very choppy. And come to find out, it was the video recording program that I was using. So I had to switch it up to a different one. And so I chose, I think it's called Magic, the one I'm using. It's one that you use for League of Legends. It's just a lot less laggy and the quality is still there. All right. The only thing is it doesn't record my mouse. All right. So I don't really like to use this one for games like 7 Days to Die because I like to be able to use my mouse and show you different things on the screen. But for whatever reason, this one doesn't record the mouse, and I'm okay with that. I'll just have to tell you what I'm talking about, and hopefully you'll understand what I mean, okay? Usually I'll just use my mouse, I'll make a circle around something and show it to you that way, but well, I'm fine without it because that choppiness, there's no possible way I'm going to make videos that are that choppy. It's just not fun to watch, and I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to watch it. All right, so my first try though, I had an experience penalty every time you died. All right, this experience penalty, whew, was bad. Every single time I died, there would be a penalty bar completely chuck solid full, and it would take you about an hour to get rid of it. And then if you died more after that, it would just keep filling and filling into the next one, into the next one, to the point where didn't matter what I did for experience, you didn't even see it move anymore. It was going to take me a whole day to get rid of the experience bar because in this mod, you're going to die. All right. It's crazy amounts of zombies. It's very difficult. It's fun, 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 though. If you like piles of zombies on top of you chasing you around, you're going to love this mod. All right. Okay. So now let's get into it. I already have an idea what I'm going to be making for a guy. I'm huge into daggers. I've probably mentioned that before, but I love daggers. And hunting is going to give me that uh, guilty pleasure of using my daggers. All right. I'm not into clubs at all. Archery, meh, whatever. But it is cheap. All right. So I'm good with this. Foraging and cooking is great because you can make yellow tea right off with cooking. So I'll just have to spend a few points into, let's say, wood cutting, mining, and construction in order to build the first few tools that I'm going to need. As for putting my points, I think I'm going to put like 1 point in each. All right. I'm going to start with an extra 2 in intuition. So at this point, we are going to put, I'd like to have another point there, there, and there. I don't think I want to build up my acumen, which is intelligence, I guess. Not yet, anyway. I maybe down the road, but it's going to take 3 points in game to get this up 1 point, so I have to be careful of that. So I think so. This is going to give me 12 plus the 2. I'd like to have 15 to start, meaning all other points are going to be 4 points to increase intuition, which is fine. And then for my last one, I think I'm going to go with vitality because I want to be able to resist, um, bleeds, etc., etc., etc. And I feel like that's going to be what I'm going to need the most at this point. All right, so let's go ahead and spawn in, and we're going to take a look at this world that I've created in a couple of the trials that I've done with different walkthroughs. One of them I didn't have a town anywhere near to my starting position, and it was all water and all mountain. It was the worst map I had ever seen in my entire life. So I only ended up playing that a couple minutes and I ditched. So I always like to look around first, make sure there's at least one town, and I can see a gigantic one there. I can see a gigantic one there. I think we're going to be great. Because I'm not really into the questing system into this Forsaken Lands. It's just way too difficult. All right, you're going to see, you walk into an area and all the zombies in that area are going to come running towards you. All right, and any zombie can spawn at any time, meaning you can get ferals, you can get radiated zombies, you can get anything right away. It just it depends on the luck. All right. So you have to be very careful of that. You could end up trying to do a quest, and trust me, you're going to have zombies from every single POI in the area are going to come, plus the zombies that are just roaming, and it just gets to be too hard, and you're going to end up dying, and then you're going to end up dying, and then dying some more, and then dying, and it's just ridiculous. So the questing I'm going to do, just not yet. I'll wait till maybe day 4 or 5 when I have some better gear, and then I will start to do the quests. Okay, so for now I'm going to focus on top right corner. It says gather resources. Okay, I'm not going to use my mouse to show that to you guys. And we need some plant fiber, which you can do by just harvesting grass in this game. All right, you can harvest pretty much everything with the E button. All right, that's a huge bonus to this mod. I do love that part of it. And then gather wood sticks. That's done by collecting these bushes, and also when you collect these different colored ones, these all have a chance to drop herbs. All right, and there is a quest for herbs later, so you want to try and collect those as well. Collect the tree stumps. You have a chance to find honey, like in the vanilla. You're going to need goldenrod as much as you can find. You should gather it because you can make yellow tea. And if you ever get food poisoning, and trust me, I still have not figured it out yet. I'm trying to figure it out how I keep getting food poisoning, and I do. Almost every playthrough I get it, and I'm not 100% sure why, but I think I figured it out. I think that when you make clean water in a can, for instance, it says clean water, but if you read the tooltip, it says might be safe to drink, meaning it's not 100% sure that you're not going to catch something from it. Okay, so unless you have a vitamin and you drink even clean water from a can, it could make you sick. Just remember that, because it sucks. To try and get rid of that food poisoning is not fun whatsoever. All right, so let's take a look, see what we have here. That looks like a, what is that? And you gotta also, another thing, watch out for landmines. They are everywhere in this mod, and I mean everywhere. All right, so I'm just taking my time. I don't wanna walk on a landmine. Okay, I don't see anything here. I still need cloth, so you're gonna notice, especially in like an area like this, you'll see piles of cloth. Oh yeah, one thing before we continue, we're going to move our stuff around. I always put my dagger in my first hand. I usually put my axe number 2, pickaxe number 3. I'm not going to use clubs. And then my ranged is number 4. I put my healing in on 0, torch at 7. This I'm just going to keep up here for now because I'm going to put it down. And I always put my ammo usually right next to my ranged weapon, so I can see how much I have at all times. Cooking utensils, I ended up starting with those. That's great news. Okay, as you walk close to a POI, did you hear? A whole bunch of stuff opened, and all those creatures are probably now trying to beat their way out to try and get to me. Right? So we might as well focus on killing a few things here while I loot the area. I'm looking for cloth. This might be a good little starting base too. It's outside of town, close to the country, so it's possible we might use this. No ferals, thank you. Down. 2 down. As long as I don't see a feral yet, I'm good. Alright, perfect. More coming. Good, there might be some food in there, that'd be great. I might make the rooftop here my new home. I'm not 100% sure. I had a theory that the reason why I was getting food poisoning was because I was out in the weather. And one time when the icon appeared, I hadn't eaten anything in a long time. And all of a sudden, or drank anything or anything, the icon just appeared, and it was during a rainstorm. And I thought, well, what's going on here? But what I really think is happening is in the background, if you drink something or eat something, your antiviral stat, even though you can't see it, I think it exists. And what's happening is it's going down and down and down. And once it gets to a certain point, you get food poisoning. So if you counteract that by eating a vitamin or taking some tea, it slowly goes up, even though again you don't see it. And then that's how you cure yourself, right? So that's my theory. Not 100% sure if it's correct or not. And if you know the answer and you want to leave me a comment down below, that would be amazing. All right. Oh, I already got that. So I found one stack of cloth. There's a nice, great big stack right here. Give me another 4. There's some gas and stuff in here. Don't really need gas yet. One other thing that I've noticed, when you kill mobs, they have a chance to drop clothing. Sometimes it's floating in the air. Sometimes it lands on the ground. So there have been times where I'm backing up after killing zombies. I let them follow me. I'm killing them like in a straight line. There's like 4 or 5 dead zombies here in a line. And then I'll turn around. Oh, we got to make sure we take care of this. Good. And yeah, I'll turn around because there's stuff behind me facing me the other way. And then all of a sudden I can't move. It's like something's blocking my movement. I'm going back. I'm like, well, I was just walking this way. And then I've come to find out I turn around and there's like a big clump of cloth sitting in the midair where one of the zombies dropped it. And you can't get through it. It blocks your way. So just be aware that that can happen when you kill zombies. Oh, yeah. Come on. There we go. There's another one coming. Should have time to loot this. Good as there. Not sure what it was. I saw something yellow. I do like that. Okay, we might as well loot this. Or harvest this, I should say. These little corpses, I also think that zombies can drop those as well. Like it'll just, the zombie you just killed might be replaced by one of those as well. Vending machine. Ooh, whole bunch of goodies in there. I'll have to remember that that's there. This might be a really nice place to build a base. I might use it, I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll check it out here in a few minutes once we clear the area. Alright. Egg, we'll get this. Anything in this? 65 dirty water, that's good to have. And the back of that truck, that one. Probably something in it. We'll have to check it out. This dumpster. Oh, bicycle. So during all my little trial playthroughs, because I had to test out this game to make sure I had nailed down the lag spikes and whatever was causing my choppiness. And a different time I just wanted to learn the game. Well, I found a bicycle in the middle of the road. I think it was like 5 minutes into the game. I was like, what the heck? It was like usable the whole 9 yards. I was like so pumped. So it is possible to find that, just so you guys know. You can. Oh, this is not good. Got him. I'm blown away he didn't hit me there. Whew. Rough. I guess I gotta watch out behind me. Not sure where he came from, but maybe the roof. Not sure. Whatever, it's good. We're all good. I survived. Alright, this is a way up on the roof. I don't even have to mess around getting ladders, because ladders are very difficult to build at the start. So this is good news. Just gonna clear it out. I know the bird's dead, so he's not gonna have any use for it anymore. I don't think he had a use for it anyway. He was already dead. Okay. Solar power bank. Let's see what's in this. Not like I want it, but just curious. Metal, perfect. Can I use that to loot? It doesn't have a killer amount in it, but that's fine. So I would say that big guy came from this right here. And this, does this have a way up? I hope not. Good. Just less that I'm going to have to fix if I want to make this my base up here. One last thing that I'm curious about, and I'm going to need something to see if this is a good place or not. I can't really tell by looking at it, but it doesn't. I'm going to guess it's not a good place, but we're going to find out here in a second. I'm going to grab, oh, whatever I just found there looked okay. These boxes, all cardboard boxes have the same amount of storage, I've noticed. Even the half ones, it's the same amount, I believe. So, just going to grab a couple of these as some storage. And then we'll go back up here. I want to see. If it's a half roof where things are floating, I'm not interested. But no, it might be good because I see... Nope, we're good. Because I see that the solar panels are flat on the roof, so that's a good sign. So this is a really good place to build a base. The only thing, I might knock out this center area down the road just so I can, keep things a little organized. I don't like putting things right on the edge just in case there's a spitter and it hits your stuff by accident. So I will move it a little bit. I'll probably just keep it all kind of centrally located right here for now. I can put something in there, so I'm not as well. There, perfect. Almost have that opposite, but that's fine. Oh yeah, so there's some storage. I'm going to put a few items in there. What is this that I found? Snub nose grip. Okay, so that's for like a pistol, I'm assuming. So I will use the top one for mods and utensils and like weapons. What is this? A sledgehammer. Nice. To break stones, roads, and concrete walls, but can also be used against the living to break them to bits. Sledges are designed to break things like walls, but they break bones and skulls easily too if you got the strength to wield them. Not effective as harvesting corpses. Okay, so you'll see everything has a background and a durability bar. Okay, so this torch has a white background. It's pretty much full durability. As you use things, you'll notice, like on my dagger here, it's down about I don't know, a third of the way, a quarter of the way here, and it's starting to wear away. So once this gets to the end, it breaks. Just a warning: if you do not repair this before it breaks, you've lost it. Okay, it sucks. I've done it a few times through playthroughs. And the color also matters. The white stuff here is level 0 to 10, I believe. Then, so you'll see it gets whiter and whiter the closer to... No, I don't think it makes a difference, actually. That one's gray, this one's white. Okay. So 0 to 10 is white gray. Then it goes to this darker red, and that's from 10 to 20. Then it goes to like the more bright red, more like a, I don't know what color that would be, like a tomato color. So from 20 to 30, and then from 30 to 40 is a different color, and from 40 to 50 is yellow. 50 to 60 might be a different color, yellow or green. I can't remember exactly how it works, but the colors matter, all right? And the higher the quality, the more damage they do, the more durability they have, so it takes way longer to destroy the weapons. And the only thing is, though, when you repair them, it's going to bring this quality down a little bit every time that you repair the item, until it gets to a point where it's so low that you just can't repair it anymore. All right, and that's like down to the zeros. So if you had an item like that's level 46, like this one, it's going to take a long time before it gets down to a point where you can't repair it anymore. All right, and while we're on the subject, we're going to talk about that right now. So this icon here, the wrench, this shows you what you need to repair this specific item. All right, so you need duct tape, iron plate, or repair kit. And I'd say or, because each duct tape that you waste, so if you only had duct tape on you, it will heal this 50% of its current durability missing. All right. So right now it would only use one duct tape and it would bring it to about 3/4 of the way. The other quarter will not be healed because it's not going to waste a whole duct tape for a quarter. It just won't do it. It's just going to use up what it needs. The only problem with that is if, let's say, this was a 25% item, and I'm going to show you because let me see here. I don't have an axe yet, but there are items. Say, for instance, this one here. This is a good example. So this snub nose grip, it's 20% for each mechanical part. So let's say it was almost dead, and you only had one mechanical part on you. Well, it's going to take the same amount of time to repair it. It's going to go down. The quality's still going to go down, and it's only going to give you 20% of your health back, of your durability back. But if you had 5 of them, okay, or 4 of them, or whatever it's going to use, it will do all of them for the same amount of time that it would to do one, and it's still going to only go down the same amount of durability loss. So you're way better off to make sure that when you repair stuff, that you have enough for the maximum amount of repair value at that time, so that you don't lose so much durability over time, or quality, sorry, and also time wasted. Okay, so that's how repairing works, just FYI. All right, so now let us go and check out some other things. I should unload a few more things. I'll use the bottom one here. Maybe for just plain old like resources. Let's see, resources that are like rocky wood like. I usually put my car parts together, so I will keep those together. Plastic, stones, different things like that. Put the bones in there. The sticks, I'll put the pallets in there for now. I'll also put this down. Put this right, oh, I can't put it right up against there. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to block my way, so I'll put it right here for now. I'm going to get a fridge. That's usually where I keep my food. Let's see here. We got a piece of armor. So what I'll do is, at the nighttime, okay, I might as well explain that now. The whole process of scrapping, okay? Scrapping or building things on your body crafting menu, I guess you could call it. So you can craft things in your hands, all right? A whole bunch of different things here, and you can go through the pages. There's quite a few. Well, I guess there's only 2 pages. All right, but this is the stuff that you can make on your body. All right, but here's the key, and repairing is the same exact idea. There's a queue down here, and so each thing that you're working on is queued up here, and some of these things, like if I was to take, let me use an example here. I will give you an example just to show you. This cloth chest piece, I am not going to use it. All right, it's not giving me any benefits except for a tiny bit of armor, maybe a little bit of run speed penalty. Okay, don't care. I'm getting rid of it. So watch, it's going to take me instant for that one, which is really, really good. But if I'm to do this makeshift club, all right, so some things are instant, you'll see. The pallets and stuff are instant, but stuff like this club is not going to be instant. I already know it because I've already done it. And when you scrap this, it takes a full minute and 40-ish seconds to scrap this down to 200 metal, all right? Cool, all fun and games. But the problem is now that I've shut my crafting menu down, the time is not ticking anymore. It's still at a minute and 30-ish seconds wherever I left off. See, minute 30, minute 28 right now. Okay, so I'll walk over here, I'll jump around, I'll do some things. 5, 6, 7 seconds, 8 seconds later, whatever, and we'll look, and it's still 128, 127. So the time does not go if your menu is shut. I just thought you might want to know that. It's not a big deal. It's more realistic. I don't think you should be killing zombies and scrapping things all at the same time. That's not realistic. That's not how things work in the real world, all right? And I do like the realism part of that. It's just you have to know when to scrap, when to build, when to repair, and on the fly killing zombies is not that time. All right, you want to do that at nighttime when you're waiting on your rooftop for morning. You're not out, you can't see anyway because there's no headlamps that I can see yet in the game. There might be one, but I've seen flashlights. There's probably weapon mods, and there might be mods for your head. I just haven't found one yet. All right. So at nighttime, you're going to be parked on top of your place unless you're really, really risky. That's totally up to you, and you might be out there fighting as well, but I don't usually do that. I'll just chill here, and that's the time that I use to make all my stuff, craft my research papers, etc, etc, etc. And I will explain research papers tonight during the night and why it is important that you do that. All right, but I'm not going to go into much detail right now. Okay, in saying that, so I'm going to put all the stuff that I'm going to scrap, I'm going to put it in a box right now. And I'll do that tonight. I'm not going to bother wasting my time right now. I'll do it when I have time this evening. Okay? Alright, so get rid of some of this junk that's on me here. This is a quest, an extermination quest. Again, I'm not going to do them right now, but I'm going to keep them for sure. And I'll probably do a bunch of them at some point. There's a bunch more boxes in that truck down below, so I will go grab some more later when I loot this building as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put I want to kind of centralize this because it stops the zombies from spawning. And that square basically covers that entire building. You can make a claim block like in normal vanilla, but that's quite a long ways away from me. I'm not doing that anytime soon. Alright, so I do not have a fridge yet. I do need to collect some rocks, flint, granite, basalt. So I could go do that. That's all found out there in the wilderness. So yeah, I'm just going to edit this video in and out as I see fit. If I think there's something interesting that happens, I will let you guys know. Alright. So now we're just going to go over a few things. So you're going to have to make, right away here, as one of the challenges, you're going to have to make an axe. And in order to do so, you have to have at least 1 point into your wood cutting. Okay, you're going to need a pickaxe, which you need 1 point into mining, and then you're going to need to make construction tools, so you're going to need 1 point there, and 1 point for your dagger in hunting to make the bone knife. Okay, even though I already have a good dagger, you're going to need to do it anyway because you'll have to repair it eventually. You're going to have to switch over to bone until you can make the better quality knife down the road. Okay, so, and this controls how much damage you do with daggers, so I'm going to max this out anyway, as soon as I possibly can, alright? But I have not leveled up yet. I'm really, really close, and to be honest with you, I've finished off some of these challenges, so if I turn them in, I'm wondering if I have enough to level. I'll tell you, it is close. So all I have to do is kill a couple zombies. I wanted to show you guys the different rocks, so we're just going to go kill a zombie or two. That's all it should take to level up. So there should be one right over here in this tent. Wow. Mind blown here. I figured there'd be one here for sure. Take all the cloth and this ammo. Nice. That's very strange. Huh. I thought for sure there'd be some right there. Okay, well, you get experience by collecting things too. So these little red plants, these are the wild berries. Okay. There are also, they look like small pine trees, you'll find out. Those also give you wild berries. And don't forget to collect these because that's how you're going to find your herbs. And, oh, I already collected the honey from that. Alright. I know that's my base, so there's no more zombies to kill there. We need some more corn. We need some more things. Let's go over here by this big, sheesh, I don't even know what that's called. A harvester, maybe? Some kind of harvester? Go check this out. Maybe there's a zombie hiding around this. We've got to watch out for bombs. It's really hard to see them in this tall stuff. And only one's all it takes to go boom. Okay. Plastic. Oh, I hear bunny. Nice, a bag. I'll take it. Nice. That was a nice find. It's not super easy to find the duct tape in this, I find. So this is one of those pine trees, okay? I don't know if it refreshes it, so I wouldn't, I never cut one down yet because I'm not sure if it refreshes every couple days. Totally up to you what you want to do. Definitely want the corn, and there's a pile of cloth. So the cloth, all your armor at the start, you are given a full set of like basic armor at the start, and I would suggest keep finding all the cloth you can because if you die a few times, it's going to start to get wore out pretty quick, and all you need to repair it is pieces of cloth. It's very cheap to fix, but you will need it. Okay, so just be aware of that. So all the cloth that you can find, stockpile it. All right, so all we need at this point is corn. As long as I don't walk on a landmine, we're going to be good to go. I see a zombie right there, and I need to kill a zombie just to level up. We're going to do that. All right. She got me. She's short. Not used to that. Okay, let's heal that bleeding damage. There's my level. So again, I need to make an axe, and I need to make a pickaxe. So that's going to be my first 2 points, mining and wood. And I will do that because I already have the, so that's going to take, so now again, every time I've opened my menu, my scrapping has been going down little by little. There's only a few seconds left, so that's good news. Primitive knife, I can make that, so we're going to go ahead and make that because that's going to be one of my challenges. And last but not least, my primitive pickaxe. I can make that, and I do want all of those things right away. So I'm going to make them all right now, and then I'm going to show you guys the difference in rocks that you can get, and a few different things that I've noticed that might help you out. It might be a tip for you, it might be a trick for you. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully it'll help you out with a little bit of information. The primitive knife, I'm not going to scrap it because sooner or later this metal knife is going to get destroyed and I won't be able to replace it until later. So I'll use my primitive knives until I get to that point. But this is going to finish a quest. Yeah, I figured it would. Challenge, sorry. So now that I have my axe and my pickaxe, you can tell that the angle of the picture on your screen is different, but they still look the same. They still look like primitive. All right. So this is my pickaxe. We're going to look around for a few rocks. I'm starting to get a little bit heavy. You're going to want to spend a few points in lifting. Okay, whenever you get the extra points that you can throw away, you want to put some in lifting. I will explain that to you guys here. Once we find these rocks, I'll take a few seconds to explain it to you. A basalt rock, that's good. These are good. They're going to give you a ton of basalt, but they're only going to give you a ton of basalt when you do the last hit. All right. So all of your harvesting tools. All right, there is. So I might as well just do it now. I'm going to show you. So your harvesting tools, for instance, the wood cutting. It's an increase of 72% of harvesting with your axes, okay? But that only takes effect on the last hit of the tree. So if the tree has 900 hit points, once you get down to 0, it's going to give you 72% more logs, sticks, whatever that you were going to get on that last hit. During your cutting down, you might get a branch here, you might get a branch there, you might get a log here or a log there, but it's going to be super rare that you're going to get that stuff. It's the very last hit that's going to matter in this mod, all right? And the higher your points, so if I maxed out this at 10 points, I'd probably be getting like a 300% bonus on the last hit. In saying that, though, it's important for you guys to understand something. So this, let's go find the trees so you know what I'm talking about. So that big tree right there, I bet you that has 5 to 6,000 hit points. All right, 6,000 hit points. I'm using my pickaxe, but 6,000 hit points, man, that's going to take you a long time. It's actually going to take your entire durability of this primitive 5 quality axe. The entire thing, it's going to break if you don't repair it before you've cut down this tree. Just a warning, all right? And by the end of it, you're going to probably end up maybe getting, I don't know, I'm just taking a guess. It's going to be under 20 logs for all that work. Maybe 30 experience. Like, not, in my opinion, not worth it. You can go over here. You can cut this teeny tiny tree down for 1,000. You're going to get 8 logs, and I'll show you because I'm going to cut this one down. You're going to get 8 logs. It's only going to take about a quarter of your durability bar on your axe, and if you're looking down below on number 2 there, you'll see it's going down. It's not super fast. So I'll lose a quarter of my durability. I'm still going to get 20-ish experience points, which is not far off from the other big tree. And I'm going to get maybe half of the logs. So to me, it just doesn't seem worth it for the big stuff. I don't waste my time with it. So let's see. Final hit here. I have 1 hit point left. Gave me 7 logs, 8 experience. All right. And 20 sticks. That's what it gave me. If I cut that down, it's not, don't multiply by 5. That's not going to happen. I don't believe that that's how it works. You might get, I don't know, maybe multiply it by 2 to 3, 2.5, 3. That's what you're going to get for way more work. So wouldn't waste my time with the big monster trees. I might as well, oh, I already collect the berries off of that. Yeah, so that's cutting down trees. The same thing goes for rocks, okay? It's the same idea. These small ones you can just pick up, but when you go to mine a rock, and I'm going to show you the difference here in a minute. Let me see if we can't find a good one. So basalt is going to give you 1,000 hit points. And again, it's the same thing as the trees. There are boulders, there are basalt boulders out there that have like 5,000 hit points. Okay, same idea. Are you going to waste your time? Are you going to waste a whole durability of your pickaxe to go through it and just get maybe 3 times the stuff as if you just did 3 rocks for 3,000 hit points? You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not worth your time or effort to do the big ones yet. I think once you get better stuff, yes, it will be worth it. It's just for the low-end axes and pickaxes, you're better off to upgrade before you get the big boulders and the big giant trees. Okay, sandstone. This is going to give you sandstone, which I have not figured out what it's used for yet. I'm sure it's important because it's all over the place. I'm going to show you the other 2 rocks, which are, I believe one is granite. So you can get granite rocks and granite boulders as well. What is that thing? A chicken? Yeah, it's a chicken. And then there's limestone. So limestone is not going to give you limestone. It will give you little chunks of limestone. I'm half confused, but it's also going to give you your flint. And so if you're looking for a big bulk rock for flint, this is what you're going to be looking for, these limestone rocks. And you'll see down next to my first aid kit there, I'm gathering limestone chunks and I'm gathering flint. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. I have basalt, so that's my flint. I have 18 pieces now. You're going to need a bunch of charcoal and a bunch of basalt rocks to make your first fire pit, and right now I do not have enough. So we're going to go over here, and I'm pretty heavy. I'm at 45 weight. I said I was going to explain that to you, and I'm going to as soon as I kill these zombies. Alright, hold the R button down to bring up the radial menu, and then you'll be able to load up your bow. Okay? And then from here we can use the bow. Oh, not fast. Good. Oh, you're down for the count, lady. Darlene, one of them. We got a crawler. We're just gonna get the dog. Fast crawler, but look. These things have such a reach on them. Alright, down for the count. Collect all this firewood. Because this gives you logs, and instead of collecting them from trees, sometimes it's the best way. Get whatever I can. That's interesting. There we go, I got it. I heard something else. Yep, there's a screamer there, but all zombies have a chance to do different things. Just because it looks like a screamer, it might not act like a screamer. Almost every single type of zombie, I say almost, I think every single type of zombie has a chance to spit, be a spider, crawl on its legs like the crawler, or crawl on its belly like the crawlers. So it's all random, guys. All right, I know there's charcoal. Oh, there's a mine. Glad I saw that before I walked on it. So that gave me one more piece of charcoal. That landmine right there, kaboom. So good and those things can be anywhere. The deeper into cities you go, the more of them you're going to find. I'm warning you now. Okay, so I did say I was going to explain the weight thing. So I'm going to do that now. So you have this many slots open, right? Meaning once this is full, I have 3 slots left here. Then I cannot no longer carry any new stuff. I can stack what I currently have into bigger stacks, but I cannot gather any more new stuff. Also, there's a weight system. So if you look down next to my water and my food, bottom left, okay, there's a kilogram and 49.6 over 92. That is how much weight I have on me. And if you click on the kilogram, it's under the brawn, about 3/4 of the way through, 2/3 of the way through, lifting. And it shows you the effects are light load 46, heavy load 64, maximum load 92. So up to 46 kilograms, you will have no movement penalty whatsoever. But once you go over 46 to 64.4, you are going to have a minor penalty for movement, okay? Jumping as well. You won't be able to jump as high. So if you made your ladder 3 high so that zombies can't jump up on it, you won't be able to either, even at a light load. Heavy load is going to slow you down even more. So if you're over 64 but under 92, it's just going to slow you down a lot more. At 92 though, you're done. You're not going to be able to move at all. Just know that, okay? I just heard a coyote or fox or wolf or something, so just want to be careful. Oh, it's a fox. Okay, not quite as scary. I have run into those big, gigantic, red-eyed, like I'm not sure what they are, wargs, or they're huge. I've come across those with a bicycle, and I could not outrun it with my bicycle. It caught me easily, and it just kicked my butt. I just died and let it go away, and that was all there was to it. Okay, I see another screamer over here. I think it's trying to get that pig, but I'm overweight. I'm not very fast, so I should probably just go unload and ignore her. So I'm going to do that. Right? So I'm just going to clear this area. I unloaded all my stuff right quickly there, so keep looking around. Yeah, bleeding out yet again. You're going to notice that bleeding out is crazy amounts of time in this game. So the less you get hit, the better off you're going to be doing. Gotcha. I see a pig over there. He could be tasty. But I haven't even found anything that you can make with the meat yet, so there's not much point. Not yet, anyway. Now, again, gotta be careful with landmines, because they can be inside as well. So inside the toilets, sinks, you'll notice there's a chance, and it's always random. It could be dirty, it could be clean, it could be safe. Safe water is drinkable immediately. You do not have to worry about it. But clean water, just because it says clean, again, like I said earlier, you can still get food poisoning. It's not 100% safe to drink. And it says so in the tooltip. So, just so you know. Right. Go in here. Dirty. Dirty. So that's how you're going to get your water. Again, oh, that's nice to see. First aid bandage. Great news. That door's locked. So it doesn't really make a difference. So, now. Good, this leads me inside, which is great news. There's no more monsters in here, so I don't really care. But I do want to watch out for landmines still. So I'm more interested in what's in here. There's some food up there. And I usually clean up the floor first. I wish this door... Oh, it does open. Now I can just... That's my escape route. And if I ever want to come inside, I can just come right in right there. That's awesome. So food. Let's see. Dirty jars. So there's your jars. You need a cooking pot or a cooking pan or a pan set. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Once you find that, though, you can use the jars a lot, and they're better than the cans, because the cans will deteriorate over time and they become bent cans, and then once they're bent cans, they're useless. They do nothing. So just so you know. All right, so that's all checked out. Nothing in there, nothing in. Oh yeah, pipe in there. So we're just going to clean out this little store right quickly. We're looking for a refrigerator, but good. You'll see the coffee machine over there. Coffee machines sometimes can have coffee in them. Inspect them. And coffee is also something that you should be able to drink immediately at no risk. So just so you know, if you see a coffee machine, you should check them out. Go, ammo pile. Ooh, nice. Oh, if you happen to come across an ammo or a gun bag, I think it's called. There, coffee. So there you go. That's drinkable right away. I do not have anything to put it in, but it is drinkable. So I know it's downstairs if I ever need something quickly to drink. You start off with like 3 cans of clean water anyway. Or not clean water, like, but it's sealed up. So it is like super safe to drink. Sealed canned water. Gives you 25 a pop, and you have a ton of food rations. So not important that you focus on food and water on the first day at all. I wouldn't even focus on it the second day, to be honest with you. But third day on, you should definitely start looking at ways of procuring food and water. I'm just going to go through this place because I would like to have some extra stuff. I'm hoping to find some blueprints. That's what I really want to find. And I would love to find that pan set if I could. I haven't yet to find one. In all my playthroughs, I haven't found one yet. Oh, nice bars. Okay, everything should be looted but the boxes and shelves. So we're going to go through that quickly. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, I'm on the search for a refrigerator. The place that I've set up my base is a store, so it has like store style fridges, but they're not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an actual house fridge. A plain old electric fridge. And I noticed right outside my base, there's a landmine there. I almost walked on it too, and I was like, right at the last second I stopped myself. I'm glad I looked. So I'm just aggroing this entire house. They'll beat their way out eventually, so I can fight them out here. While I'm waiting, I'm going to look for mines on this road because I'm going to fight them on the road. It's easier to fight on the road where I can see a whole bunch of them. Now, I never really checked down that way. Hopefully it'll be okay. Good. The rest of it. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. down too easily. Those things hit pretty hard too. I've been one-shotted with 30 hit points left by one of these guys. I mean, they might not have the same stats. Oh shit. Can't move. Why can't I? There we go. More. I thought I might have saw a landmine on the road back there. If I did, I may make these guys follow me. I might go check that right out. Where was it? Nope, just a regular bobcat. I was hoping. Hoping it was one, but it's not. They could just make that big guy. I mean, he's almost dead. One more hit, he's probably dead. He just makes me a little nervous because he hits like a brick house. Worse than barrel him. Okay, let's kill you. Alright, not much left. Still got pretty good amount of daylight left to check out this house. Okay, one more up there. Now there might still be some in the basement and then the attic, but I think we're going to be okay at this point. Okay, I have to repair that. So, repair. We gotta wait 20-ish seconds. I just want to make sure there's nothing around. Good. 20 seconds to finish scrapping something that I started earlier, and then another 5 seconds. Good to keep going. What do we have here? Bracers. Ooh, an extra 1.15 armor. That'd be nice. Doesn't help for the heat though, or the cold. That's no good for anything. Let's grab those later. Okay, we're good to go. Still a red machete, or knife. Went from 15 down to 14. A1. I can survive. I can live with that. Oh shit. A spitter white. That looks feral. That's amazing. I'm excited. The good part is I'll be able to fight him from a distance if I can hit him. Not having much luck. Why am I not hitting anything here? It's just, I'm just not getting the sound effect, but I think I am actually hitting him. 1900 experience I got for that. From that one guy. Awesome. Love it. Where'd he go? He did. I don't see his corpse. I thought there might be an arrow on him, but okay, that's fine. Another biker. Well, he doesn't seem like he's as fast as the last one. Oh, would it matter? I'm getting hooked on a corner of a building. I say he's not as fast, but he's definitely catching me. That was the last use of that. Time to move some bandages up to that slot. Alright. Can't kill Dave. Yeah, he wasn't as strong as the last one. Okay. Oh, now he's there. I think I've aggroed the next house over, it looks like. Which is the dangers of this right now, guys. I don't see any mines, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna kill this chicken and grab the meat, the feathers. Boom. Hunt an animal quest is done. Right. I need a fridge. Charcoal as well. Can't really see very well in here, but that dude's trying to get into eat me. Come on, boy. Kitchen here. Grab this. I want the fridge itself. Good. Quest finished. Ha ha ha. That's all I wanted. I mean, I'm gonna loot this place later. I'm not gonna loot it right now. It's almost no time. So, there's a basement here. That's good news. This guy's trying to eat me. I'm not gonna let him. Now, there was a bookshelf. I know I just saw it. I just can't remember where I saw it. Right there. I do want that one. Oh, nothing. Alright, we'll go outside to kill this clown. Yeah, boy. It's kind of small. I'm making my way back anyway. It's getting to be 8:30. Yeah, good. And I want to be able to see if there's any landmines, so I think we're just gonna make our way back. I got my fridge. That was my goal. I gained a level. Man, that feral was nice. The spitter, because you could shoot him from far. And it gave me like 1900 experience. That's nuts. It's cray cray. Loot up this stuff while it's still light. It gets hard to see about 2 hours before nightfall and 2 hours up to 2 hours after morning, and like from 4 to 6 a.m. It's also hard to see. So just so you know, if you're planning on going out early or staying out later, it's going to be difficult to see. It's just a haze, really foggy. Loot up all this stuff. I never looked in this truck. There might actually be some stuff in here for me. Something here. A bandage. Great. You can remove tarps. I do, because you don't. I'm not going to know what's underneath of it. Sometimes it's something like this. Sometimes it's a box that you can search with stuff in it. Sometimes it's concrete. Sometimes it's bricks. Sometimes it's seeds. It can be completely random as well. And I'm going to put my torch on. Oh yeah, that's not my torch. I kept this this maul, this yellow maul, and it's nice. You can destroy things with this, it says, and it works really good. It's way better than my primitive pickaxe. I'll give you an example. Primitive pickaxe. Let's say I wanted to knock down the top of this. It took 7 damage from my primitive pickaxe, which should be the best item to destroy this. My axe probably does. Oh, that does 5. My axe does. What was that? 8. So my axe is as good as my primitive pickaxe. But my maul, holy. Let's see. 419, 36, like that is insane. 53 damage. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So this should be 260. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. So that does a ton of damage. And it's got, I mean, there's not much durability left on it, but that's because I never repaired it yet. So for a couple of these duct tapes, I'm going to fix it right now. I have what I need to destroy anything I need in the near future. This thing here demolishes the stuff really, really well. Alright, I'm going to explain a few last things before I end this episode. We need some charcoal. We need some basalt. How much do I need though? Just enough. I have just enough to make the campfire. Didn't I find? I don't think I did. Holy, that's odd. I didn't find any blueprints. Not even one, I don't believe. I'm just gotta double check now because that has me baffled. Usually you end up finding like 20 blueprints the first day easily without even trying. But for whatever reason, I didn't find any. So that's super odd, super not good for me, because now I can't show you guys how to make the research paper the first night. I will make sure I find some tomorrow, though, so that you guys can see that part in the next episode. But yeah, it's important to show you guys this because it is amazing. When I saw it, I was like, what? Drool. I wish every version of 7 Days to Die had this system. And maybe some of them do that I haven't played, but it was pretty darn cool when I saw it. Okay, need some wood for this. I'm going to put my torch on so you guys can see just for a few minutes. I'll go over a few of the skills. So now, when we click on this skills panel, you have all of your skills that are based off of your 5 main stats. Finesse, Vitality, Brawn, Intuition, and Acumen. Okay? And then all of these are directly affected by that stat. They can all go up to a max of 10, and they are all very self-explanatory. Okay? They all tell you what effects they give, what they do for you, etc., etc., etc. When you have skill points, you train them right here. Pretty simple stuff. I'm going to need one in construction. I'm going to need one in research. At this point, though, I don't have anything else that I'm focused on. I do not believe. So I'm going to put 2 into lifting. That will make my life easier for the amount that I can carry. All right. So now that went up from 40 some odd to the light load to 69. And my max 138, like just with 2 points. So maxing this out would give you a crazy amount of extra like limits. All right. So knowing that, it's not a bad idea to spend a few points in there right away. All right. Also, I want to explain this. The perk books are here, hiding in the next tab, and they are just like in the vanilla game, where you have 7 volumes for each type, and if you can unlock each of them, they give you bonuses for each one, right? Damage plus 5% damage plus, like that's crazy amazing. For spears, I'm assuming it's just for spears. And stamina use negative 2% for each single book that you find. Then at the end, if you can find all of them, it gives you a bonus plus 1 to your acumen. Alright? Amazing in my opinion. This one here, same idea. Alright? Damage, stamina use, blah 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 blah. Okay? This is for intuition. This is for brawn. This is for vitality and finesse. Alright? And for whatever reason, this one gives, the finesse books give you bonus plus 1 to vitality, and the vitality books gives you plus 1 to finesse, and the same for the brawn and the intuition, which I'm not sure why that's like that, but it is, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's just a bug. Then your next tab is your crafting skills, which are quite important. So for instance, I have a bone dagger, right? Because I am going to focus on that later. So you are going to want to focus on this harvesting tool crafting books. You're going to want to max this out as soon as you can. It has 25 points you can put into this by reading these books. You will not find them everywhere, but you are going to find them here and there. And I will explain once I can the research part of it, but I can't because I don't have any to show you guys, but tomorrow I will do this part, tomorrow night. Construction tools and crafting, same idea for construction tools, the different types. So as you level up this book, at the very first point you're going to be able to make basic harvesting tools. Axes, pickaxes, shovels, etc., etc., etc. You will be able to make this stuff, but you still need to train the proper points. So if I did not put my point into woodcutting, I still would not be able to make that axe. You must have woodcutting no matter what. Then, as a secondary thing, it's based off of this. Okay, but you can still make the tool even though you don't have a point, because I don't have a point here, and I was able to make my axe and my primitive pickaxe, correct? So, all this affects, as far as I can tell, is the tier level and quality of your knives and your whatever, your tools. So at the first level, so once you get 5 of these books read, you'll get to make average harvesting tools, which will be the dagger I currently have, just a makeshift knife. Okay, better shovel, makeshift pickaxe, makeshift axe. Okay, it just gets better and better. The higher you go, the better the stuff you can make, like Bowie knife. Right, that's what I'm shooting for. Then the master, there is no dagger for the master that I can see. There's a sawzall for I'm not sure what, cutting down stuff, jackhammer, auger, chainsaw. Okay, I'm not quite as interested in any of that stuff. I don't usually use power tools in 70s die. I always use just regular tools. So this is probably what I'm going to shoot for the most. 11 points. Once I get 11 points, then I'll be happy. I'm going to make myself a Bowie knife and just go nuts with it. Same with the armor. Same with the construction tools. Okay, this resource crafting is going to be important for you because you can. That's how you're going to unlock your workstations. All right, and without these, you're going to have a hard time getting anywhere. All right, you're going to need to unlock these. Right now, it's only showing 1 point, but once you unlock it, I believe this one here's 5 points, this one's 10 points, this one's 15, 20, or 25. I'm not 100% sure, but you're going to need these in order to get your workstations. And your work table is going to be the first one that you want. Trust me. All right? So it's important that you find at least one of these right away to get your workstation. Then, once you do, you can make those research papers that I was telling you guys about. And I will explain that as it goes. Everything else, like so you have your food, you have your medicine, explosives, crafting, ammo, vehicles, electronics, okay? All your different weapons are up here. Shotgun, machine gun, rifle, handgun, bow, and melee, alright? So this is the stuff that you're going to need to train in order to get better at to get better stuff to make better like to increase the quality to like this yellow, right? It's a nice item. So that's how that works, guys. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer than I have to. I'm going to continue working on my challenges here to finish off as many as I can by morning, and I will start the next episode in the morning of the second day at 4ish a.m. in the game. And we'll see you then. If you don't mind liking and subscribing down below, that would be amazing. And we'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day.